Oh my god! The reactor. Oh, hold on. The reactor. I don't know if I should move you. Where does it hurt? Run away. What? Run away. Oh no. And what is this ridiculousness?
Hello and welcome to a Mugman Custom Showcase, where today we're going to be taking a look at my stand that just arrived from China! What, you thought we were taking a look at this guy? No. Alright, now, going over the stand. It holds Spider-Man figures, and this custom Ultimate Doc Ock has been my passion project for like a year, and also a pain in the ass to make, and looks like I messed up. I'm painting the face a little bit. So you can see a little bit of the skin tone in the goggles. Which maybe I ought to paint anyway, but for the most part, this guy is finally done. As you can see, you know, he's got the green and silver suit. Tentacle belt's a little big. And you see a little bit of the blue peering through. But overall, aside from that tentacle belt, I really need to do more sculpt work. But I tried sculpting, and then that just looked a mess, and I didn't feel like dipping him in hot water with these metal tentacles, and I just decided, screw it, I'm going to hot glue some duct tape to him and paint that with the silver paint, which that silver paint was a freaking nightmare, man. I even spilled some, and it was just an awful experience. Can't wait to do it again. Now, those who are eagle-eyed among you will know that this is the Captain Universe figure. And with the Captain Universe head, except repainted and sculpted on, obviously. I think the hair sits a little high, though. And I couldn't really sculpt on those seams because this was like a last-minute addition to add these black lines, and they look really messy, but at the same time, I don't know, the messiness adds a little bit of a charm for me. Like, it's not supposed to be like that seam, like maybe it's just streaks of dirt or something. I don't know. Let's get over the making of this figure. You know, I had to start by, actually, what did I do to start? I think I, sanded down some areas, not the greatest sanding job, and you know, painted over them. I remember trying to use the sculpt. I was dipping him in hot water, and I had like a kiddie moment where I was pretending to be a supervillain. I had Captain Universe. I had just put the sculpt on him, and I was like, "Prepare to die, Captain Universe," and had him lowered into a pot of hot water, and I even was like, "No!" Like, I think I had that recorded, actually. I don't know, I'll have to go check Google Photos. And of course, I painted this hair brown. It was like a mixture of black and brown, because I kind of wanted to, like, get that in the creases and such. And darken it up, you know, give it some dimension, rather than just being plain brown. And oh my god, is that flesh tone not showing up too good? There we go. It's really bright and weird looking, actually. And because of the way I sanded it, it's a little rough and coarse. Almost gives them a look of like stubble. I'll tell you what though, the silver paint was the most painful part, because for some reason it took like a whole week to dry, like the first 70 times I used it. Then after spilling a whole bunch in different occasions, eventually the wait time was lowered to like a day. Like, I repainted, like, some of the silver part, and it was just fine. I was like, what, really? Really? Weirder still, I painted this old, like, 2008 Clone Wars, like, lightsaber. And, this I left out in, like, the summer sun, and it didn't take that long to dry at all. And because I didn't want to deal with the silver paint, I also used aluminum tape in some places. And then I ran out of that, and then I had to resort to duct tape on that tentacle belt, which does not match the very chrome USB fans. Oh yeah, I had some help with my dad on this, but I drilled into his torso to put these USB fans in. I had to secure them with some hot glue because they kept falling out, and even then I had to keep doing that over and over again because they kept breaking off. But like, not the fans, but the glue would break. And for your claws, I took like some of those pipe cleaners. Yeah, normal pipe cleaners. Probably get the ones you get, the twisty types you get from a grocery store would be better. I had like a Lego piece. I put it on like, the top of this, hot glued it, then hot glued all of that to this after I like stuck it in, because I had it set up where you had like the, you know, the 3 tentacle parts, but then there's like this bit at the bottom, and I shoved that in the hole. Please, go feel free to make memes with that. Just don't send them to my school administration. And then that, a whole few times over, make nice Dr. Octopus claws, because what I didn't want to do was like have claws from like another Dr. Octopus figure. Kind of wanted them to be somewhat accurate to the comics, because they had like an interesting shape in there, but I think I overdid it a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, and speaking of Doc Ock claws, spoilers for the next Mugman modification madness on Monday. If I get off my lazy ass. That means I also need to buy some of these. Now, let's go over accessories. That stand he stole from the Spider-Man Origins. Why do I keep calling it Marvel Origins? The Spider-Man Origins Doc Ock. Who then had his tentacles stolen by this guy, but this is a temporary thing. Once I get him his own tentacles and fix up his claws, I'll have to return these to the Marvel Origins Doc Ock. But that Marvel Origins Doc Ock is going to be repainted. I have one too many green and silver Doc Ocks. So I'm going to repaint him to be like this guy. Yeah, this John Romita Jr. Doc Ock, I kind of like the color scheme here quite a bit. Now, let's go over articulation. And let's also hope that it doesn't scratch the paint. Now, you know what? I'm going to set this up on a stand. That's another thing to invest in. A stand with like a tripod for phones. Or make one using a coat hanger. So he has about the same articulation as the old Toy Biz Doc Ock. Yeah, disappointing, I know. His head moves up that far. A little bit of scratched paint. Moves down that far. That's painted better. Side to side, neck pivot a little bit. Shoulders move out that far. Biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows. Okay, there. It's a bit better. Of course, wrist rotation and a wrist hinge. Moving that far like that, so you can go, you know, give you a fist bump and this far up. Does not have a, move it a little bit back, just a little bit, not too far. He has a waist swivel, believe it or not. Don't know if it goes to full 360 though. Thighs don't move out too far. Forgot to mention this, he has a thigh swivel. They move forward about that far without the tentacles getting in the way. And about, you know, this far back, but you know, if you move it out a little bit, that far back. Double jointed knees. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I taped this in a way where he still has boot rotation. Don't try to go full 360 because I can see it's messing up the aluminum foil tape. Ankle rocker. I'm getting silver paint on my hands. Are you kidding me? And Hasbro style and ankle pivot. Yeah! Oh my god, I did get silver paint on my hands. See, this is what I have to deal with. This being a Marvel Legends figure, he stands a little bit over 6.5 inches tall, mainly because of his fancy do. Oh wait, maybe he's actually... Yeah. Sorry, it's at an angle. This figure is also really hard to stand without a stand or his tentacles. So keep that in mind if you guys are going to force me to make another one for profit. Which I will follow the tutorial from, not really tutorial, but I'll do the other dude who did a custom of this. I can't remember his name off the moment. Probably leave the link in the description. Where I will use that one Captain America figure. That Secret Wars one? The like concept art? The one everyone hates. That I don't think looks too bad, but hey. My comic book store has a whole bunch of them, and they're like $30, so... Oh wait, that's still out of my price range. Here he is standing next to the Ultimate Spider-Man. Here he is standing next to my knockoff SH Figuarts Spider-Man, who, as you guys already know, is broken. And I don't know if I told you this, but his hands are also broken now. Here he is standing next to the 616 Doc Ock made by Hasbro with the Hasbro Spider-Man Origins, so Toy Biz re-release tentacles, and he stands quite a bit shorter than Ultimate Doc Ock. That is a little funny that Ultimate Doc Ock is supposed to be kind of buff looking. At least that's how I interpret it from the artwork. In fact, he looks really swole, so maybe this body mold wasn't the best. But, you know, compared to a teenager, looked kind of swole. So I thought, you know, maybe I wouldn't go that route. So I just decided to use that body, but maybe I did need him to be thicker. That and the tentacles would have gone in, you know, easier and still had the articulation of the torso. Also, like, the guy everyone thinks goes to a comic book store, what he actually looks like. Here he is standing next to two of his foes that would go on to kill Spider-Man and maybe die trying, but then come back from the dead. We have Ultimate Gwen Stacy's boyfriend and Ultimate Pigeon. Here he is standing next to Custom Fodder, because I want to make an Ultimate Universe Scorpion, just need to find another one. We have my knockoff Marvel Legends Beetle, and here he is standing next to a custom that used to be an Eddie Brock Toxin. We have the Eddie Brock Ultimate Venom. Also want to make the Miles Morales Ultimate Venom, you know, the really big one. Really big, scary, mean-looking one. That would be pretty cool. Let's stand up. And here he is standing next to a guy who I'm pretty sure is average Marvel Legends height. We have him standing next to the Marvel Legends... Oh, for God's sakes. Marvel Legends Captain Universe in his Spider-Man variant. And hey, this guy's looking a bit taller, ain't he? Maybe it's the hair. Yeah, it looks like it's just the hair. Yeah, that's my review, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day, everyone.